Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is my Roland Jupiter 8 that I will be selling. Um, it is functioning fairly well, has some issues that I would suggest you have it looked over by a technician who is an expert in vintage synthesizers, of course. I'll show you, step by step, all sliders and knobs and all the patches and everything, and we'll give you a test run. It's fairly functional. It's just going to need some work, so I can't guarantee that this is going to be perfect example. It's a very early model. This guy was built in the second month of production, so it's a very early example. I believe they were 12 bits. Some people like that sound better. I love the sound of this keyboard. I just unfortunately don't use it that much anymore. I probably turn it on 10 to 15 times a year to jam, And aside to that, here we go. I'll start by test driving each key. So, oh, that guy's needs cleaning. So it sounded like, All right, now it sounds fine. Maybe it just hasn't been played in a while. So I would definitely, maybe if you are servicing it, obviously clean up the key bed a little bit. So yeah, let's check it out. So you're gonna hear a little bit of a static in some of the knobs, like the volume. Does work though. So that's gonna be a little loud for tonight. I'll just have it audible so you can hear it. Here's the balance for the upper and lower keyboard. If you wanted to use two patches, you could balance, whatever sound you want to come through louder than the, versus the upper than the lower, I believe. I don't use that much. But if you wanted to, I think it's this mode, and you would do two different, it's kind of a crazy sound, but so we can get a less crazy sound on the right side. It's a little static. Yeah, this will have to be cleaned. Let's see. So that's going to balance the audio level of two patches. So that is how that works. So let's get it back to single mode. Okay, so over here we have the LFO combined with your VCO modulator, which this is where the crazy stuff happens. So bring it all up. And here's the rate. LFO into the VCO modulator. And that envelope mod is going to really tweak the frequency there. And you can choose which voice you want to use. This is a pulse width mod here. Okay, so over here the oscillator 1 that has a range switch. Range affects the octaves within. Okay, the saw. Squares. That square is so beautiful in Jupiter. That's awesome. Now that was a lot of fun. That was the poly I was switching between unison for that big bass sound. And there's two poly modes. I don't really know the difference between them, but they both function. So that was VCO1, so VCO2, same kind of idea. The range is more of an incremental, almost like a volume type pot potentiometer. It can give you like those thirds and fifths. Makes things a little wacky there. You can fine tune the second oscillator. Just kind of like phasing it a little bit. And a noise filter. So over here you can mix between the two voices. Is that a different patch we can get? That's a beauty. between these two voices. It's going to, oscillators, it's going to, I keep calling them voices, but I prefer to call them oscillators, and that's going to mix these two guys for you. This is where I can get the sound to kind of get real resonant. Cutoff frequency, resonance sliders. You can hear a little bit of a clicking sound in there. Might be a little, I don't know if oxidation, or I would have a tech, check that out as far as when you hear that those staticky pops. Okay, that's a little too much resonance for me. Hear that? A little bit of clicking, kind of staticky dirt sound. I definitely get the slider serviced. There we go. The VCA for amplification here. It's going to give you your boost. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, that's loud. Yeah, let's check out the envelopes, which is going to shape your sound. Go back to a more of a there we go. to slow attack there. We can bring it in for a full attack. All right, so arpeggiation is so much fun. Let's try to get some of that going here. You see the hold buttons going on and off. That's because I have a sustain pedal as well, which works. So you can get the trying to get that Duran Duran sound. Kind of close. Yeah, so different types of modes for random. You could do like kind of a, let's see here. The range, it's going to get you a whole lot of from the bottom to the top of the keyboard. And then the signal range, of course. It's random, that's up and down. And up. So that's the idea behind that. Let's see what else. So we go back to, I think I showed you a little bit of the bass. Oh yeah, so one more thing for you. The bending wheel works quite well. LFO mod button. Gets kind of crazy once you tweak the oscillators. You can put a little of the filter in there and use this button to kind of feed the LFO and go woo woo, and just go crazy. Portamento. Yeah, so that's the Jupiter 8. Again, I would say it's working pretty well. It takes the voices a little while to warm up when I turned it on. There's a tune button here. Then you'll see it turn red and it pauses everything. Tunes the oscillators. They take a while to warm up. I'm not sure if they're functioning 100%. Again, some of these sliders and knobs, everything, maybe the VCF section over here. There's a lot of things that I would have an expert look at, but the functionality is what you hear today. So I'm sad to see this thing go. And I hope it goes to somebody who really loves and appreciates it. All right, bye-bye.